In today's video, I'm going to blind react to obesity videos on TikTok. Hey, it's David Packer, and if you don't know me, I'm on a mission to lose 300 pounds and starting at 541. And I currently, as of this morning on December 12th, weighed 423 pounds. So I've lost, what is that, 118 pounds this year in 2021. So I know it's been around a while, but I've just recently gotten more into the app TikTok. And so what I thought would be kind of cool is, as an obese man, to watch blind react to, I haven't seen these videos, to the top obesity videos on the app. So I'll share my screen with you. We can watch the videos together and see what we think about it. And it could be really interesting because these videos could be anything from very negative to very positive to teaching us, or it could be a lot of different things. So I'm a little nervous to do this, but you know, let's try it out. All right, I've got my TikTok app open and I've searched under obesity and I have the top videos here. So let's just kind of see what we have. Let's watch it.
And with the snare and the bass square and the face this fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste like.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Good for her. She looks so good, and that touches my heart because she is from 715 to 218. So she was almost 200 higher than I was when I started, and she's down to 218, which is, I mean, probably an ideal weight for me. So that's really inspiring. And I mean, that's like, she is a superwoman to me. All right, let's go to the next one.
So thankfully my size and my body does not really keep me from doing personal hygiene tasks. There's nothing wrong if you need assistance. There are medical devices that can be used to help you wipe, such as a little stick type thing where you attach the tissue or your wipe to it and you can reach around and wipe yourself. For me, just standing does the job. I feel like I can get everywhere, and that works for me. As far as showering, I have a shower chair that I can sit down on and then I can extend my limbs to make sure that I can get everywhere. They do have loofahs like on a stick and devices like that that you can use to help get everywhere if that's something you struggle with. I also sometimes shower with my partner who will get those hard to reach areas for me. So that's always an option if, if you have it available to you. But yeah, I don't really struggle in wiping or showering, but there are devices out there that can definitely help. Like I said, my shower chair, I absolutely love it, and it makes life a little easier, and who doesn't like sitting in the shower in the water? So thanks.
Okay, so I definitely can appreciate and relate to what she's saying. So this is definitely a real issue for those that are obese. Hygiene. Because I do think it becomes a lot harder as you get obese, because maybe you do have lack of flexibility to reach areas to clean, or maybe even myself, I have a lot of skin folds, and so I have to be real careful that I'm, maybe putting baby powder sometimes, or that I'm cleaning real well, and then drying off real well is a huge one, because if I don't dry off real well, I have gotten red like rashes. And I've noticed it's because, I mean, it's just natural. If there's folds there, there's going to be moisture that gets there, sweat, and that can build a smell. So that's why I'm like super paranoid. If I'm going out in public, I will almost shower every single time right before I go out. So I try to be real conscious and careful of it. I probably overthink it, but that's definitely a real thing.
There's no such thing as being big boned, and here's why. Here we have a full body x-ray of a morbidly obese patient. As you can see, there is a normal sized skeleton beneath an enormous amount of soft tissue. Therefore, the patient's big size is not due to their bones, rather their large amount of soft tissue or fat. This is why there is no such thing as being big boned. There's no such thing as...
I mean, that's interesting. I'm not a medical expert, so I'm assuming what he's saying is right, that there's not such a thing as big boned. I've never personally claimed to be big boned. However, I do think people have like different frames, and I've noticed people put on weight very differently. Sometimes you'll see like a skinny guy and he's got like a pot belly, and that's the only area he has weight. Or then other people are like more like me, where it kind of evenly distributes throughout your whole body. So I guess that's different than big bone, but definitely I think he's right. So on to the next one.
So I've been thinking about taking a solo vacation. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to get murdered or kidnapped. Well, my friends, being fat has its perks. You want to kidnap me? Try picking me up and throwing me over your shoulder. You want to bury my body? You got to dig a big hole, okay? You want to shove my body into a suitcase? It better be a big suitcase. I'm an inconvenience to murder or kidnap. Being fat has its perks, guys. So I've been thinking.
I mean, it was funny. It was funny. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, there's definitely truth to that. I think that it would be harder to get rid of somebody that's larger. So I guess I don't know if like criminals are thinking this through. Like, oh, it's going to be an extra hassle. Let's not take him out. You know, I don't know. Interesting. On to the next one.
If I see someone like that's 500 pounds walking into a Krispy Kreme, I get disgusted. When I see an obese person in the gym, I get inspired. I'm like, fuck yeah, get after it. That person asks me a question, more than happy to answer it. Right? So you're supposed to be in that place. You're supposed to be in the place. You're in the right place. And anyone that's at a gym that makes fun of you, I mean, I swear to God, they're always assholes. And we've heard stories before. If there's anyone in the gym that literally says something like, move out of my way, fat ass, go to the front desk and that person should get their membership revoked. If I was a manager at one of those gyms, I'd say get out and don't come back. I have zero tolerance policy for that shit. But if anyone actually said that, that's talk about what that says so much about that person. It says nothing about you. So if I see someone like that's 500 pounds walking into a Krispy.
Okay. I really appreciate what he said because you know, especially when I started, I was very self-conscious going to the gym. And also, like he said, I'm self-conscious going to like a junk food place because I like mentally even I've had the thought like that the fast food worker will be like judging me and like, dude, why are you here? Like you clearly do not need this food. So yeah, I've worried about that, but I like what he said about the gym because that really is true that like if you're making fun of a fat person in the gym, they're literally there to try to fix it. So that's super messed up to be like, no, I'm going to make fun of you or treat you mean. So appreciate it. All right, next one.
Is this an opportunity to talk about the obesity paradox? And yes, it is cold enough for me. The obesity paradox is the fun way the science and medical community maintain their bias against fat people. See, because instead of going back and being like, maybe weight isn't as impactful on people's health as we stated, they just call it a paradox. It's too confusing. The paradox states is actually a lot of people who carry extra weight on them fare better during medical emergencies. Like you're more likely to survive a severe heart attack, cancer, illness, injury. Carrying extra energy stores on your body helps you during recovery. And instead of using this opportunity to stop stigmatizing larger bodies in medical fields, they just said, it's a paradox. We're confused. You can Google it if you don't believe me. This is highly researched. And just more proof that BMI is trash.
Huh. Okay, guys. That really cracks me up. It reminds me of there's that Bible story, I think, of that guy. He was like really overweight and he got stabbed and then he lived because he had so much like protecting his organs. So it's kind of like funny, like it's a superpower or like a protector to have the weight. I get what she's saying, but I probably, okay, again, I'm not a medical expert, but I would assume nearly all medical experts would say maybe there are some like side benefits of being obese, but by far, you're going to be much healthier if you're in a healthy weight range. I agree with her that BMI has some flaws. Like when I was muscular in my 20s, it said I was obese, even though I was like, I think 12% body fat and like pretty ripped. So it does have some flaws, but general guidance, it's pretty good. And like I said, I can't imagine that the benefits of being obese outweigh the benefits of being healthy. So being a healthy weight range. And if that makes me fat phobic as a morbidly obese man, then so be it. But that's my opinion. All right, on to the next one.
Hello, yes, I'm Dr. Johnson, and whoa, excuse me, what brings you in today? Yeah, doctor, I'm here because I've been dealing with a lot of depression lately. Oh, I see. You know what I think would make a big difference? If you lost a bit of weight. Right, okay. I've also been having some shoulder pain. Uh-huh. Why don't we try losing some weight and see where that gets us? And what if I had an ear infection? Should lose some weight. Cancer? Lose weight. Doctor, is this the same advice you'd give a thin person if they have the same problems? No, but frankly, I don't see you as worth caring for until you're thin. Have a great day. Your copay is $2,000. Hello, yes.
Okay, this one is hard for me to relate to because my primary care doctor is freaking awesome and I am very happy with her, and she's never pushed aside my concerns because of my weight. I was actually approached, I don't think I ever told you guys this, like several months ago I was approached by a casting agency and they said, have you ever experienced something like this where a doctor just dismisses all your things because you're overweight? And I told the truth. I said, no, that's never happened to me. I think it's probably true that medical professionals need to make sure that they're not just throwing everything away because they're obese, so that they actually look at the other issues. But he brought up a kind of an interesting point where he said the depression and the weight. I told my doctor the same thing. I'm like, I had depression and I was gaining weight, and I'm like, I'm not sure what started, if the overweight caused the depression or the depression caused the overweight. And he's like, yeah, there's no way of knowing. It's a chicken and egg type thing. So all we can do is try to, treat the depression and then try to be healthier with the weight too. So definitely interesting. Okay, on to the next one.
Back again, I use my back against the wall. Never caught on y'all, never count on y'all, always count on God. He's done miracles on me. Back again.
Okay, sorry, I had to watch that one twice because I didn't quite understand what it was saying, but now I think I understand it. So this woman may be technically classified as obese if her BMI is over, I think, 30. And so she's saying, okay, maybe I am technically obese, but, meet me in the gym and see how hard I work. So, I mean, good for her. She's killing it on that machine. So, good for her. I can't do that. I haven't even attempted jogging yet on a treadmill. I still just walk. So, awesome for her. Okay, on to the next one. I think we'll probably do like 2 more.
I don't feel like working out today. Maybe tomorrow.
If you go to the gym, you are fatphobic.
Okay, I had to watch that twice again to understand that. So I think that they're saying, their caption there says, can't promote obesity. I disagree that going to the gym is fat phobic. I think people go to the gym for all sorts of reasons. And most of them, I'm sure, are just trying to get healthier in their lives. To have a healthier lifestyle, build muscle, be able to do more things in their life. So I've never thought that people that go to the gym are fat phobic. Maybe there are a small percentage, but in general I don't think so. So I don't really understand this TikTok, but maybe I'm just not getting something. So okay, let's watch one more.
What I eat in a day is a fat girl who eats healthy and stays active but still
Healthy does not equal weight
never
loss.
lose weight. FML, avocado toast
Yeah,
with
very, very high calorie. Like bacon, avocado, high calorie. It might be healthy, but it doesn't mean you're gonna lose weight.
hibiscus tea.
Alright, that's fine. I don't think there's many
Spinach
calories.
and arugula salad with meatless chicken.
It's good.
Lots of veggies and Italian dressing.
Dressing might have quite a bit. I don't know how much you used.
Starbucks green tea lemonade.
I think there's some calories in that bad boy.
Pistachios.
Yeah. Calories, like a lot.
Lots of
Good.
water.
Love to see it to send.
Mexican bowl with minimal dairy.
Probably lots of calories in that.
What I eat in a
So I agree with what he's saying, that you can eat healthy foods, and like pretty much everything in her diet was healthy, but that's not going to change your weight if it's a lot of calories. I made this mistake before. When I went to the gym, the trainer asked like, how, what are you eating in a day? I'm like, oh, it's all home cooked meals, super healthy. And he's like, that's fine that it's home cooked and it's healthy, but how many calories is it? What are your macros, things like that. So there's more to just eating healthy food. So I've definitely done that where I've eaten too much food, even though it's healthy kinds of food, eaten too much of it. So I think there is such a thing as too much healthy food as far as gaining weight. Alright, so that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed reacting to some of the top obesity videos on TikTok. Definitely some interesting opinions and takes and facts that were seen there, and so I enjoyed watching that, especially as somebody who is obese. It was kind of interesting to see. Let me know what you thought of some of their takes or my takes. Again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not super researched in a lot of these things, so I'm just going by what's worked for me and my opinions. So not trying to offend anybody there. Don't cancel me. But hope this again was entertaining to watch. Thank you so much for supporting me on my journey, and we're gonna keep chugging to the end of the year. I'm still going hard on 75 hard. No matter your girth, you have worth. We'll see you in the next video.